Imagine these guys, they'll spend a lot of money, and while in this job also there are a lot of things, a lot of tax being paid. There's mortgage you're supposed to pay for. So therefore, to get this money back, it takes a lot of time, and that's why mostly these politicians, after winning, they vanish. They will only come back. I saw one whom I knew recently came back now to think that now people believe that she can still win the trust of the people. So no, I want to spend much of my time with the people.
So
I
the
will sit down with the people and talk to
trust
them.
is gone.
Yep.
But okay, how can you? Okay, let me say, how can you make people believe you from this perspective? We say that today you want to start this journey.
Yes.
How are you sure you are going to make people to believe you that this guy is seriously, he need this seat, this guy will help us? Because I can see you have passion in the running that seat.
Sure.
So okay, we were not today, we were not for this, but I can see your passion in running for this seat. So convince us in how you are going to make sure that people voted for you in this seat.
The good thing is that, first of all, where I come from, first of all, my primary school I learned in the village. My secondary school was not far from the village. Like, at least I could come back every weekend. It was not far. So I'm somebody who's known. And the other thing also, my primary school is not one school. I imagine I went to three good schools in the same village. Therefore, at least the first thing, people know me. That's the first thing. Second, being that I've not brought any development to the village, because for sure, yes, I could if I had got that opportunity to do that. But again, when I was in the village, I tried to teach in the some schools in the village there. So that's the one thing which at least made me to believe that I can do more than that. Because teaching the kids in the village also helps it to people believe. If I go home now, somebody whom I taught, say, oh yeah, you taught me. Now look where I am. When I go to the village, somebody whom I taught is now maybe a doctor. Somebody whom I taught is now maybe a teacher also, and the respect still continues. So therefore, not only those people I taught, even the parents who knew that I taught their kids still believe that, oh, you are a teacher you are a teacher to my kid. Thank you so much for making my kid to be so. So those are the things which when I see, I still believe that the trust is there. That's the first thing. So secondly, I'm somebody who, when I go to the village, I normally walk. When I walk, first, since that I don't have much to give, but when you walk around and people say, "Hey, you have come back from Nairobi? How's Nairobi? Hey, come and greet us here." You tell them about Nairobi. You tell them about politics. Politics. What's happening in Nairobi? People ask you about. Hey, I'm getting people are talking about Oburu Odinga. People are talking about Kuru. Yeah? What are they saying? Even though they have heard, yes, but now they want to hear more from me. These are things which also make me to believe that when I talk about myself now, they also will understand, because first of all, they have that trust that whatever you tell them, the story about other politicians, they believe, they trust that's a fact. So what about if I tell them about mine? If they know where I've come from a humble background, so that's they know, and they cannot say that now because you are rich, therefore you want to raise yourself. Since they have know where I've come from, and I'm like them, I cannot use money to bribe them or to give a handout. Automatically, they'll believe that I can change their standard of living from where I've come from. At least we're the same people, no?
So I want you to change it, not by just words, but action speaks louder than words.
Sure.
So that you cannot, after 4 years, you don't go back like Toto. So Lini Toto coming back now for just, I don't know what is it is called or whatever, winning back the trust.
Sure.
To be re-elected.
We are not fools, man. We are not fools.
Okay. I think we are done with that.
Yep.
So let's go for the politics of today.
Yep.
What do you think is bringing divisions in this politics of today? because I can see there is a like our party ODM. There is a lot of divisions. I don't know what. Okay, as a politicians, you can synthesize this and tell us what do you think?
What brings differences in politics? There's so many things. I don't know. I don't know what has come to our mind, especially people of Kenya nowadays, that we see people like animals. When you hear people talk about other people, somebody who is big enough, somebody is called a father, you know, insulting another person, and not just a person, but a leader. You know, all these things brings differences in politics.
Okay, okay, I can see. Okay, in politics, people insult each other. So, do you want somebody who, an example, somebody who you think did that?
Yeah.
Who?
We are not here to call names, yes, but now from the look of things,
okay, we are politicians and we
Yeah.
are talking about
Now,
politics. And
fine.
politics, you have to be straight to the point because sometimes we have to do.
A very good instance, you know, as per now, the former president, that is Uhuru Kenyatta, we still respect him. However much he did not do well when he was the president, but the respect is paramount. And therefore, to see a leader who is also not upcoming, but somebody who is intending to vie for in future leadership, somebody stand on a podium and insult somebody like Uhuru Kenyatta. No, that is uncalled for. Even if Uhuru is so bad, but you cannot just call him, insulting him just like somebody who is not a leader. You know, that's the first thing which we need to get out from. Secondly, tribalism. We have made Kenya politics to be tribal. Ethnicity is like it has gone so high that I don't see you as I don't see you as a Kenyan. I see you as a Kikuyu. I see you as from somebody from Luo. I see you as a Kamba. I don't take you as a Kenyan. Imagine if it has come to whereby now we see each other as tribal lines, you know, and if differentiate you as tribal lines, automatically we have lost this. And therefore, it's my plea to Kenyans. What about if you do our politics in a way that, first of all, make even those youths, those young people who are coming up, at least to trust us. I don't understand if, yes, a child seeing somebody who's looking up for insulting other politicians, then you feel that now this is my role model. No, we cannot have those kind of role models. And therefore, what makes differences? One, self-interest. Two, the issue of aligning yourself to politicians because of you believe that when you align to him, he will help you at least to achieve your goal. So if we believe that we can do it on your own, and you can do, because the people on the ground are the ones who makes you to be a leader. Not those who have made. Ruto will not make me to be a leader, for example. Neither will Oburu make me. But the people who will make me to be a leader are the common mwananchi who are on the ground. They're the people whom I should get their views from. So I don't need to insult somebody to please our bosses in quotes. No. Let us do our politics, the modern politics, whereby now you talk the right things. You know, you don't insult people so that you get mileage. No, you must get away from that.
But politics of Kenya is just in the tribal lines, and you cannot ignore that by now, because you can see or you can hear anybody something like you can see somebody, okay, let me say like Rigathi Gachagua. Anytime Rigathi Gachagua takes the microphone, what he does, the first thing is just to talk about Murima. As you know, Murima is all about Kikuyus.
Sure.
So this guy could chest stamp saying that I have votes from Murima. And as Murima, we are the one who are controlling the economy of Kenya. We are the one who are meaning. We are the one who are this and that. Because can you ignore this? Because it is something which is there. Yeah.
There's something which I need to tell you. Politics is local. That's the first thing you need to know. A very, very few people started their politics in cosmopolitan, like in towns. Many people started their politics back from their village. Even the Ruto we are talking about now, the president, he became a MP in his backyard. He didn't start from Nairobi, you know. So when the Honorable Gachagua talks about Murima, it means that first thing first, please try to defend your people. That's the first thing. I really like to not from Nyanza. Why? That's where he's coming from. There's no way you can start talking about. There's no way I'm from Mabei County. Then now I want to defend people from Mombasa. Oh, you know what? These people are also good people. Their land should not be. No, I must first of all find the problems which is affecting my people first. That's the first thing I do. When I solve the problem, now as we continue, the trust will start from my people. There's no way you can say that you trust me, somebody from Nairobi trusts me more than somebody from home. You know, no way. So at least the first thing, let people from home have that trust in you. After have that is mean that you must have the block. You have that block first. From there is when now you grow, when you grow up politics now, automatically there are people who backs you up. And that's what His Excellency Gachagua is doing. He's finding the root. You must find the root first, where you are coming from. When people now at least back you up whenever there's a problem, then at least you have somewhere to stand from. Let's take for example now. There's nobody who can insult Ruto without getting the feedback from where it's coming from. You know, from his background. Why? Because he when you look back, yes, he's soldiers. That's what the Gachagua is doing. It's not a sin to do that. It's not a sin to have people. You have people at the back. As much as you now are trying to defend the country as large, but because in Kenya you cannot be a good politician. Politicians are most of them are bad. Even if you are seeing that guy, the guy who is at least good, you must find people who is fighting him or her. Therefore, you must find people who backs you up. Maybe you can talk about somebody like Sifuna, for example. Sifuna, first of all, he vied for senators, that is in Nairobi. And Nairobi is a Cosmo, and therefore, you must be neutral. You cannot say that now you defend other people, or almost all tribes are in Nairobi. You understand that? So, it depends where you are and where you are.
If I may cut you, Koza, okay, Raila, you talked about Raila.
Yep.
I've never heard anywhere Raila saying that in public, saying that he's a Luo. At the same time, going for going for a meeting or something or conference or whatever, and talking in vernacular. It's unlike Mzee Rigathi Gachagua. That's a habit or what is trending on him. Always is a national leader. Being a vice president is not easy.
Sure.
The guy has tried and the guy has become a vice president of Kenya. The guy is making inroads everywhere, but always supporting Mount Kenya everywhere he goes.
True.
So do you think if this such kind of a person there's the opportunity to become a president, can this person become a good leader in future or in Kenya?
Okay, with due respect, let me correct you somewhere here. Raila, the first time he vied in Nairobi, and therefore Nairobi, where he vied, with a mixture of tribes. Secondly, Raila had become like an institution. He's not just a politician. Institution, like from Nairobi here, many people had believed in him as somebody who is who has defended the whole country. But when you compare,
So
first thing first, I cannot compare Raila and
why can't
Gachagua.
Rigathi Gachagua copy that? Because
Gach-
he's also a national leader.
Gachagua
Becoming
started-
a vice president is something.
Gachagua started being an MP in his backyard. Yeah, he was an MP of, how do you call that place? The constituency? Madera constituency. That is in the village. And the only language which he was talking to the people was Kikuyu. You see, he was a one-time MP, for God's sake. Then, he, God willing, because of God's doing, he became the what? The deputy president. He was an MP of a village. You don't expect somebody from, like an MP from Nyanza, for example, you know, interior Nyanza, to talk about politics, which in Nairobi is and very vast about Nairobi. You know, he will start talking about politics in his backyard, and when he go to backyard, he will talk to his people in his vernacular. So for Raila, very different. There's a very big difference between Raila and most of the politicians here I'm seeing around here. That's the first thing. So Gachagua, first of all, just one time, just imagine one time, he had got that blood of the people in his backyard. Somebody who has, maybe we have got MPs in Nairobi here who are MPs from other counties. Take example from like Bobo Wino. There's no way that Bobo Wino will talk about his people from Nyanza and defending these people. No way. Why? Because where he has grown, where he has become what has made him become a politician are the people of Nairobi. And the people of Nairobi are not Luos, neither are they Kikuyus. They are this mixture of tribes. Therefore, he must talk the language which almost everybody understand. So, unlike Gachagua.
So, in short, you're saying Gachagua is still a village boy and he has not done away with the village in him.
Those are your words. Those are your words.
Not my words, because Gachagua becoming a vice president, he should have adopted the nationalism, and he should have united the whole nation. Because up to now, Gachagua is still a Murima man.
Let me give you an example. I hope you had a Tandi. Tandi is an MP of Alega Usonga. When there was this an event in Nairobi, in Kisumu, where the Linda Mwananchi were holding in Kisumu. Before that, the due day or the D-Day, a Tandi from Siaya came all the way from Siaya to Nairobi to Kisumu and stood say that nobody will come to Kisumu. Seriously, is that a national politician? That's politics from the village. Because politics, you must allow everybody to hear his sort of view everywhere. So that kind of politics is what Gachagua is still having. It has not come to him that he's now has metamorphosized from the village now to national politics. The same way somebody from other village, those are the interiors, will still talk about it. But a person who has grown up in town, who has gained the politics in town, my friend, you'll never hear him talking about a given tribe. No way. Why? Because you know that the people who trust him are not his background people, or it's not background people, are the people of Kenya. So he called them Kenyans. So there's a big difference between somebody who vied an MP in the village and somebody who vied an MP in is cosmopolitan. Maybe you can challenge me with His Excellency William Ruto. William Ruto, fine. He vied. The first time he became MP was an MP in his backyard. But this made him, he was MP for 15 good years. But as he was MP by the time, still he was very close to Moi. Very close to Moi, whereby his politics was mostly general. Even if he was MP and he became a CS, that is what we call it, Minister for Agriculture, in his second term. Already has made him to become a national politician already, because his politics now are not in the village, but now he could do all his activities within the whole country. and therefore he became a national politician by default. Not unlike, I have to get this thing very clear. Gachagua became MP in the year 2017. To 2022, he rose to be deputy. My friend, you cannot compare. You cannot remove that village part of him or ethnic part of him from him. So very different.
So in short, Gachagua still now should not be a national leader.
He should grow, not be national. Yeah,
Okay, it should grow. He's still growing.
he's still growing. In other words, yes.
Okay,
That's
we can talk about evolving.
Yes.
It's still evolving.
Mm.
Okay, it's okay, but okay. Ever since today, we've come across a lot of reactions and protests and chaos.
Yes.
Do you think politicians are injecting something in this chaos that are happening, like protest?
First of all, politics is a number of games. It's a number. What do you call it? It's a game of numbers. Yes, game of numbers means that for you to be a politician, you must have people. You must have numbers. And how do people get numbers? First of all, I don't entertain this issue of goonism, whereby you must have a goon, you must have a group of people following you so that you show that you are a leader. Not really. In some countries, presidents can walk free. Let me give you an example. Like in the USA, the White House is an open place where people can walk. It's just open place. People can walk. It's not fence like the way we are. Ours is fence. Why? Because they believe that their democracy has evolved whereby everybody is doing his own things. You don't bother who becomes president. The only thing which you bother is what is the president doing to these people. After all, they've grown. The USA is now a third world country. There's nothing much they should do to the president can do to their people. So that's why they have left it like open place. People can walk, you can go there and take pictures. Unlike in Kenya. In Kenya, we still believe that we are still insecure. When you become an MP, you feel like you are insecure. People are looking for you, for your blood. So therefore, you must have goons. And for you to show that you are capable, you are a real man or a woman, you must have boys who can interrupt other people's events. You must have boys who are able to fight. No, that is nonsense. In other words, that is obnoxious in a way. So I believe that as a politician, first have people who follow you because of what you stand for. Not people who follow you because they are ready to defend you or to fight against your opponents. No way. So politicians are the people who brings this chaos for sure. Because you find that let me give you an example. I don't like this politician by the way. MP of Langata, I don't like him because he still stand for boys. Like when he has boys, he's now a great man. No, that's not the way you should do things. When there was this mandamano or this protest against the fuel, this MP went to South Sea. When he went to South Sea, he went to visit these boys. No, not because he went to understand what the plight of the people. No, he went with the boys. There are some people who are doing protest there in South Sea. Therefore, he went with the boys to fight those people. Is that the what? And he went being a forefront. The boys carrying stones, carrying what? Is that's the best way we should make things?
Jalas mwenyewe.
Really, no, we cannot do away with things like that. I don't like this kind of
as a incoming senator.
No, he can't. I'm sure that he can't. My friends in Senate, we have got.
But something is telling me that Jalas is going to be a senator.
Surely. Can you tell me one motion which Jalas has ever brought in the parliament? At least
nothing
we know.
Like motion.
So it's in the Senate surely. What are you gonna bring there?
I don't think if there is need for a motion for Jalas to become a senator in Nairobi.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, question, please. Tell me the main function of a legislature.
A legislature.
Yeah.
you okay. The word itself
Yeah,
define everything.
sure. So
Yeah.
yes, and then you
So
tell me that.
if you tell me legislature, you have already answered it all.
Okay.
Mm.
So already you know the function. So you don't.
So what does it take for you to become a senator?
First of all, you must have these three things: a senator, an MP, a MCA. These three things. First, you are going there to make law. First thing. Second, you're going there for a senator in the first place. You're going there. First of all, you must understand your county. So you're going there to defend your county to get revenue allocation, more revenue, of course. You're going there to do what? To ensure that the counties don't, the governors don't misuse the funds given to them. I'm very sure if you ask me now how much, if you ask Jalas for sure now, I wish you could be here. If you ask him how much the county government is getting, government is getting as this as their also revenue, he may not know. If you ask him how much the county government of Nairobi is getting as the uh, getting for the national government, he may not know. And he wants to be a senator to defend what?
Okay, okay. Let me ask you: do you think Sifuna is doing his work as a senator in Nairobi?
Of course, yes, 100%.
Have you ever seen Sifuna in anything that concerning Nairobi County? Because I can see Sifuna is roaming up and down, yapping everywhere. What does the man do?
So I don't know what to expect from Sifuna to work in Nairobi.
Because I've never seen even Sifuna talking about Sakaja or doing what, taking Sakaja to the panel, because people complain about.
You've never seen him?
I've never.
Oh my goodness.
People complain a lot about Sakaja not working. To me, okay, I can say if Sakaja is not working, then it is Sifuna who has failed, because I've never seen Sifuna in anything that concerning Nairobi counties.
Let me tell you something here.
I've never seen him.
Now let me tell you so that at least you know. Sifuna sits as one of the members in ISPAC committee. ISPAC committee is the committee of Senate which investigates how the governor uses his money, uses the money of the county. Sifuna has been there. Sifuna is the one who made Governor Sakaja. First of all, Sakaja refused to come to the Senate to answer the queries, audit queries, because of Sifuna's pressure. Made him. This day he came like I remember that day vividly very well. After he was even sent the police to look for him. The following day he came to the parliament. Why? Because of the pressure. If it was not Sifuna and the senators, then he would not come. Secondly, I've seen Sifuna asking tough questions. How the money has been spent? The money has been spent in the county. There's a given time where they were almost ended up into physical fight. Sifuna and the governor. It's not about how much you make noises when you become a good senator. No, it's not how much. Maybe you can say the former governor of Nairobi was called Sonko. So when he was senator, he was quarreling everywhere. He could even wanted to fight even Kidero. I don't know. That's the way in which a senator should behave. I don't know. That's what you think. No, senators should work, especially in the Senate, not outside there talking, yapping out in the Senate. They should be okay, and that's what Sifuna is doing in the Senate. You discuss issues, you investigate issues in the Senate, and I've seen Sifuna doing that. I don't know what else.
What is the main work of Senate?
The main work of Senate is to defend the county. That's the main work. The county where they come from, and the county at large. And another thing also, defending one, ensuring that each and every county gets the resource revenue, the revenue which they're supposed to get in time. Secondly, ensuring that the revenue allocation, the revenue allocated, at least increases. As for now, at least, like to give you an example, like initially the last financial year, the counties were getting, was it for 20 million. Now the senators were at least they were ensuring that this next financial year counties to get how much 440 million. That's the work of senators, and that's what they're doing. And again, they're ensuring that at least each county to get its money in time. Therefore, there should not be any worry about the services being offered in the counties. That's the work of senators.
Okay.
Yep.
So you are, if you are elected as a MCA now,
Yes.
what will be your main work?
First of all, I must check the work of the governor. Fine. You know, most people have taken me MCAs as people who have not gone to school. They don't know what they are doing, and therefore, and even the work of investigating the governor should be left for the MCAs, not even the senators. Senators should defend his county, the way money gets to the county. But now, these small issues whereby now the money going to the wards, the development in the county is the work of the MCAs. We should make the laws in the counties to favor the county where I come from. But this is not being done by the what? By the MCAs. Why? Because many governors have taken these MCAs as business people. They have pocketed them, and therefore, if you say where you can be you won't have any development in the ward. That's what we must come out from. The work of MCAs is to ensure that the governors work for the people of his county. Secondly, the work of MCAs is to ensure that they make laws governing their counties, to ensure that at least the services are being provided, equity is there, there's equality in the distribution of what resources. That's the work of the MCA, and that's what I will do, God willing, when I become the MCA.
But nowadays, what I see, what MCAs mostly do is to organize for this. If there is a protest, they organize the boys so that they can go protest or whatever. They can go vandalize the properties, or they buy them fuel so that they can burn things on the roads.
I don't know about that, unless you have evidence. At least you need to substantiate your allegations.
I do.
If I don't know, I cannot agree with that, because I cannot substantiate.
I do go to mandamanos. You know, I live in Nairobi, where this is where Mandamano was, and this is a stronghold of Mandamano. So if you are MCA now, can you do that? So you are being told, okay, not being told. You are from the grassroots. You know people very, very well. You know your boys very well. So if there is a mandamano, you collect them, and some superior leaders sending you something so that you can distribute to vijana, so vijana can do everything they can to make sure there is no peace during those days. Okay, I can say about that because recently you can see the sides that are not aligning to the government. Okay, now that there's a thicker road going Nyeri, whatever, there is a lot of protest. Is it true or false?
I saw it.
Yeah. So what is happening? Because the other side is silent. Kibera silent. The other places are silent. Shida ni nini kwa Murima sasa? What is it? Because where is this chaos and protest coming from? Because there is a hike of prices of fuel everywhere. People feel the weight, but other sides are not complaining or are not protesting, and it's just a section of people in Kenya that they want to protesting.
Now, to understanding, is fuel is the rest of fuel is in a given place but not in other places? No, of course. Is it okay? The rest of fuel is almost everywhere in the nation. Is it so? So therefore, why do people protest? People don't protest because they are happy. They protest because they are angry. of what's happening. If people have money, people have food on the table, why should we go to the protest? We supposed to go to our workplaces if there are. We are supposed to get money. And if there's no money in the first place, what do you expect us to do? What do you expect us to do? The government and the people are supposed to provide for us our needs. In which way? At least having an environment where we can work, we can do our mjengos, we can do our hustling with peace, without being followed. My friend, now I saw it in town. I was like, what the hell is happening, man? Just a girl who has gone to town at least to look for money, selling eggs, selling groundnuts. If I find that these people are called what? The county marshal.
Yeah.
The Kanjos. Imagine a Kanjo come to this person and pour out all this, whatever he's selling. What is that? Surely, what is that? Why can't I ask this person take all these things to where she is? Let her square. And if in case she's not guilty, let her go continue her work. Why pour her all these things? Then you left her there for what? Surely. Then imagine these things she bought. It's a small lady, a girl who was just looking for hustling. You pour tomato, donuts. You pour all the eggs down. Then you feel like now you're working. Things which if I cannot believe, especially I cannot agree. If I see these things happening, the governor should be responsible for all these things, because this can just should be. They should know these are human beings. They're only trying. If what they're doing is bad, then they should be told, go to this place, be it somewhere where you can do a business. Why pour these things? I've gone to markets where they're selling clothes. Somebody is taking a businessman or businesswoman clothes, away. No, these are not helping in any way. And therefore, I believe that when we do away all these things, therefore, nobody will protest. No one will not get protest from anywhere. And for sure, just to say the truth, why do areas in Nyanza nowadays are not protesting? Your guess is good as mine. Since last year December or September, we have never seen protests in Nyanza area, region. Why? I don't know. I don't need to ask that question. You should answer that question yourself. You know why?
You're in government.
Not really. There's the champion of protest is no more. Therefore,
I don't think Raila was the champion, because it is their people, his people, who used to push him for the protest.
So now these people are not there to push somebody.
It is us who pushes Raila.
Then you should push yourself so that you go for Mandamano.
No, we don't need Mandamano now.
Okay.
Why protesting?
Of course. Are you feeling where you are? Like, you do have money, a lot of money. The way you used to have.
I don't have money.
Because the government.
I don't have money, but we assume the government is trying.
Assumption.
I don't think it's okay. Do you think the government is trying enough?
Kenya is going in the wrong direction. Full stop.
That's the topic of
the regime of this is failing.
That's the topic of another day. Let's leave it there. But okay.
Truth is not that easy.
But we are trying. As Kenyans, we are trying.
You try, some people die. You try. Government is trying, and people are dying. Government trying. My friend, people are dying in the cells. I really sympathize with this regime. For sure. And then you talk about 2 terms, man. You walk where people are 2 terms. No way. No.
Okay, next session, I'll play for you a video from Kibera, where a mother has been poured some githeri or maragwe on her.
Why?
While opposing the government or opposing the two term.
Look at that.
So is it that,
Is-
okay, let me say, okay, there is always a wave.
Yeah.
And okay, the wave, the last election wave was about Mama Boga and whatever. And the wave of 2027
Mhm.
is a wave of two term.
Mm.
Even if you deny or you agree,
You can't force me to say two term.
when you deny or agree with
It
it,
must be
but
two term.
the wave will be two term versus one term.
Okay.
So if the two term will be strong enough, the two term will carry the day. If the one term will be strong enough, one term will carry the day.
Let me just short a bit.
Okay.
This one term is
okay.
not just one term as a phrase. It's one term because I can align to you. I can give you list what we are saying one term. You people saying two term, no reason.
But the one term people, the regime, I don't think if they're strong enough, because even now, we've never seen even the one term battalions.
Okay.
They are now the opposition leaders.
Yes.
But I've never seen them in any protest.
Oh, so when the protest is when now you know that they're working.
Are they cowards?
Oh, so they should protest so that they know that they're
working. No. How
really?
can we know that you are opposition?
Really?
How can you know that you?
Oh,
how
goodness,
can we
man.
know that you can? How can you call for a protest and you hide somewhere? What are you doing and where are you? You can't. The cowards stay back at home. Hmm? So how can you tell me that you are strong enough, or you can make it, and you cannot come out just for protest that you suggested or you call for? How can you tell me that you are?
I can give many scenarios where we had have an incumbent being defeated by somebody fresh. In Malawi, for example.
Okay.
That's a good example.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's not a big deal that because we are now an incumbent, we must say two terms. Give us why do you say two terms? Is it because of housing? Surely, if it's not housing, what else can you tell me that the government has done?
Okay.
Tell the truth. Say two terms with the reason. No, not just two terms. Will you eat two terms?
Let's put that debate for another day, because today we are not going to complete it, or you are going. You are not going to make.
I know it's a very big debate which
cannot
complete.
So let's adjourn this for today.
Okay.
As we want to thank our viewers, we want to thank the followers. So if you are not following, just follow for this for the next session. We shall come back tomorrow, the other day, and even we'll be here every day for your sake. Thank you very much. I was your host, Joseph, with Mr. Andrew. Thanks.